Hi there, it's Jen. It's Friday, February 9th, and I'm here live with you. What I want to do is make a project live and show that to you. But before I do that, I always do a draw for this item that I made the week before. And all you have to do to get in on that draw is to comment, like, or share my post. So I'm going to just pop over to the craft desk here. And this is a card I made last week. Actually, I have a few of them here. Hold on a sec. So I made a couple different versions with this pretty Flight and Airy paper, and so I've got them all here. So I said I would do this one here because that seemed to be one of the favorites. So I'm going to do a draw for that. But I also have to do a draw for my Valentine's package, which was the week before that. And to win, you have to be a Canadian and not a demonstrator. And I hadn't heard back actually from the person who won. I messaged her, so I'm going to do a draw for that. So I'm going to start with this one, and then we'll move to this one, okay? So I have another screen set up here, and let me just share that, and I will get started, and then I'm going to make the projects. So here we go. And so first draw is for the Valentines. Let me just get that going. So as long as you're Canadian, now demonstrator, Marina. I'm not sure, Marina, but I'm going to reach out to you. And I kind of want to get this in the mail right away so that we can have it for Valentine's Day. Okay, so let me go pick another winner. And we're going to do for this card here. And that winner is June. June, I know you're going to qualify for that, Canadian and not a demonstrator. So congratulations, June. You're going to get that card in the mail. And I'm going to get that off as well. So let me just stop the share for a second and pop back here. And I'm going to say hello to Nicole. Hi, Nicole and Vila. And Vila's saying, what a gorgeous day. It is here in Kingston, too. How are things where you guys are? Marg is there, and Nicole's going to go for a walk right after. It must be gorgeous. So I have something I'm going to make, but I want to show you a quick sneak peek of something first. And it isn't really a sneak peek in the sense that it's coming up. It's already available. This is one of the new kits that just came out. And let me show you what it looks like. It's a little bit different. It's quite fat. See that fat box? So I'm going to open it. And I'm going to show you what's in it. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it. So there's this. What is that? And I only opened the box myself. I didn't open anything else. So this is here. You can see that there's 4 different picture frames. So I'm just going to open this so you can see. I'll get the box out of the way. That's a nice little box. And I just thought this was so cute when I saw this. I like kits too, but sometimes it's nice doing a little 3D thing. I actually think I'm going to put this in my bathroom. I think it's so cute. So let me just show you this. And this is on my web. It might not be on my webpage yet, but it will be by the end of the day. So there's the picture frames. There's 4 of those. This must be the backing. So I guess the guts are in here. So let me just, oh, here, you can see it, what it is. Hold on, I'm just taking plastic off here. So I'm going to hold this right up so you can see. They are little plants. They're so cute. And so the outside is there. Let's see here. So there's 4 different ones. So that looks like that. And then you add the little bits and pieces to it. So, and you can make it 3D if you want, but there is a cover on those frames if you would prefer to do that. So let's just see if we've got, so there's all the bits and pieces. So there's 1, 2. So they have some of them pre-printed. 1, 2. I missed the 4th one. Where's the 4th one? It must be in this pile. So let me leave that up too so you can see that. Get rid of the plasticky stuff. This must be the other one. Oh yeah, that's the other one. And then these are all the parts. And then it makes those cute little flowers. So cute. Anyways, I can't wait to get them done and then show them to you. I might even do them on camera and do another video at another time. So anyways, I just wanted to show you those because I just got them in an order. And let's make what I'm actually planning on making today. So I've got here this stamp set. You might recognize it from my This or That. It was one of my This or That's, and this is called Delicate Forest. It is in that mini catalog, so if you don't have that yet from Stampin' Up, let me know. So it's a photopolymer stamp set, and then there are a couple of dies. So there's this gorgeous one that would make kind of an archway, which is very pretty, and then a bunch of other things. I'm going to use this one today, but it's got a bunch of labels and stuff, which would be nice for the greetings and some other leaf and greenery stuff. Okay, so let me put that aside. And I'm going to start with a card base of basic white, like so. I should have pulled my glass mat over here for what I'm about to do. I can't believe I didn't do that. And then I've got a piece of basic white. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So it's going to form a nice mat on here, like so. So I need a scrap piece of paper because I didn't grab this. So let me just pull in. I've got, this is kind of like scrap paper. Oh, did something happen? Did something happen? I'm hoping everything is okay. It looked like it blacked out for a second. So I've just got a piece of scrap paper. And what I'm going to do is do some things with some inks. So the inks I have here are lemon. Let me know if this is jumping. It looks a little bit like, Nicole says it's fine. Okay, so maybe it's just on my end. Lemon Lolly, Calypso Coral, Gorgeous Grape, and Misty Moonlight. And I've got black and white today. Nicole says she loves kits because everything is ready to go. My friends are always impressed, and I don't tell them how easy it is. Awesome. I love that. Yes, that's the nice thing about it. So I look forward to doing a little cute little project that I didn't really have to think too hard about. Okay, so today I'm going to use blending brushes. There's both large and small ones. So I have one of each, only just because I have a bunch of them that are sitting there waiting to be washed. I just sort of wash them out, usually with a little bit of Dawn soap when I'm finished. And I've got a couple out there, so I had to break into my small ones. But I actually like the small ones for getting in little areas. So I'm going to start, and I should have started off my page. Don't do what I just did, because then you get a big blob, but I'll just have to mimic the blob over here. And I'm basically building kind of a sunset here. And so it's okay if I got a bit of a blob, because the sunset isn't perfect, right? And I'm going to just go like that. Just because it gets quite a bit of ink when you first get on it, so it's nice to start off the page and then move on. So, and these brushes are just so nice for that. And I think I might go down a little bit too, just so nothing shows, no white shows. Okay, so there's my kind of base. I'm gonna start with the yellow, and I'm just gonna close that up because otherwise I'll drag my fingers through it. I'm gonna move on to Calypso Coral, and here we go. So same idea, start off. And I'm going to go a little bit lighter here. There we go. Just blending that on there. And I want to dip a little bit into the yellow so I can have that kind of changing of the color. So I'll just add a little bit more here. And we've got this. This is why you can say that stamping is good not only for your mental health but also your physical health, because I'm here giving my arm a little workout. It's exercise too. So there we go. I think I want this just a little bit darker up here. Okay, so pretty so far, and we got a little bit of a change of a color here. So now I'm going to go into the Gorgeous Grape. Need a little bit of purple in your sunset, right? And here we go. I'm going to do the same thing, sort of do purple across first. Make it nice and smooth, and then blend down into the Calypso Coral so they get kind of a fading of the colors there. Let's go a little bit darker with the purple. Can never have too much purple. Okay, and then we're going to end the very top with the Misty Moonlight, where it's starting to get, the sky's starting to get darker. So it actually worked out well that I only had a little wee one left. So I'm going to do this. Oops, I went right on that. You see that? So don't do what I did, but we'll smooth it out. And again, into the purple a little bit to make that color blend. We'll add a little bit more darkness over here. And I think I might just add a little bit down towards the bottom too. Although I think I'm just going to get covered up a little bit from what else I'm going to do. Okay, so here we go so far. Pretty, right? I'm going to say your name wrong. Ashvia said I was freezing. I thought I was too, but it seems okay now, so I hope that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to take my memento and this tree from this Delicate Forest stamp set, and I'm going to ink it up. I'm making it upside down only because this tree is larger than the stamp. I'm just going to turn this sideways so I can see. I'm going to make that go into the sunset like that. Press down firmly. Let's see how we did. That's pretty good. Okay, so something else I'm going to do, and I need another scrap of paper. So I'm just going to grab one here. Just got a scrap of paper, and what I want to do is I want to rip a really cool land piece. That's all. And I'm going to hold this like this. This is called masking. This is going to be my ground. I've got my black, one for black here. And I'm going to rub that on. Now this time I don't care if I get a big blob on there because I actually want it to be quite dark. Now these would be fun to do a bunch of them at once because you could do all the yellow at once and then all the calypso coral and then the purple and then the misty moonlight. So I want this to be so dark that end of the tree pretty much disappears. So that looks like we're getting there. Okay, so let's see that. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now we're going to get into the die cutting. So I need some space here. I'm going to see what you guys are saying. It's gorgeous already, isn't it? And we haven't done much to it. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my black, which is here. And I'll start with a greeting. So this is a greeting from the stamp set. I'm going to use my embossing buddy on here. So that just takes the static out of the paper. And I'm going to use my white. And this, you could use Versamark as well, but when I'm doing white embossing, I really like using white ink because then it gets it nice and white and clean. So this says, "Stay strong, my friend, you'll get through this." So I just thought that was a really nice greeting. So that's what it looks like pre-embossed, like that. And then I'm going to bring in my embossing tray here with my white powder. And I'm going to sprinkle this over top. And of course I use this tray because then I can take the powder and funnel it back through here and just reuse it. So top it off. See, the embossing buddy did its job by keeping all the extra pieces off. If you forgot or you get any extra bits, you can just take a brush. This is just a cheap paint brush and just brush it off. Oops. And you know what? I'm going to put this powder away too while I'm here. I often forget to show this part. So that just undoes. That taps in like this. This is from, I just cleaned this tray, that's why it's sticking there. Probably was a bit damp. This is called the Embossing Editions Kit. It comes with this. It comes with a pair of tweezers so that you can actually hold your paper. You don't burn your fingers. And the embossing buddy and the tray. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to turn on the heat gun. I'm going to let it heat up for a few minutes and then I'll emboss. It's always better if you let it heat up for a second. It's going to be quite loud, so I'm not going to try and talk over it. So there we go. You can see that's a little stronger. What you can tell by when you're doing it yourself is that the powder goes from grainy to smooth and more shiny. It's harder to tell with a white as opposed to a silver. So, okay, so then I want to get my die out here. And then I need to make room. So this is my die. So it's going to go like this. So I want that to be on there. But I want to make this dimensionalized. That's a verb. So I'm going to use these foam adhesive sheets. I'm just going to move some stuff out of the way here. Not this, we need this. So I'm going to use a foam adhesive sheet, and I don't want to waste them because, you know, we don't like to waste things. So I really only need it here, and then I can use regular dimensionals here. So I'm going to kind of, this is not how I did my original. So this is a little bit of an experiment here. Because I don't want to use all that. I'm going to put that right there. So they're like, it's like a great big dimensional, right? I'm gonna stick it, hopefully. Ugh. I would say if I can stamp, you guys can stamp because I'm such a spaz. Okay, so I'm probably fiddling more than I should as opposed to just using the whole sheet. Okay, so hopefully that little bit there, and I'm going to make sure this is cutting. So let me bring in my machine. This is great to get to see everything raw on these live videos. No cutting and editing. Big machine. Okay, and I'm using my regular plates here. So I've got plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. Then I put this in with here on top of the, making sure it's on the sponge. You know what, I don't want it to move. I'm gonna grab my tape. This is on my website. Jen recommends. It's not a Stampin' Up product, but it is removable tape, which is what I like about it. And I'm just making sure that's under there. It is. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and my other plate. I know I just had it. Here we go. And through the machine we go. And I'm crunching something underneath here. Let's pull it all out. Move the machine back. And move those out of the way. Okay, so let's see how we did here. Oh, I got it right. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that tape off. Also, when I did my original, I cut it to size. I'm going to put this right back in the case so I don't lose it. But this one I haven't, so I'm going to pull in my trimmer here to cut this down now. So let's get this all undone here. I'm going to have to also trim here on the end. The tape is sticking to me. Sometimes I save that tape. Is that really cheap? Okay. Let's see if these will come out easily enough. Here we go. Now I could have, oops, I just peeled that off. So we're totally committed to sticking this down. You know, I might actually even just stick it right on here. Is that going to be, oh, look what I did. That's not going to fit properly. So let's just do one piece at a time here, I think. Okay, so don't do what I just did. I'm going to try and pull this out. Instead, use a bigger sheet. Come on, you. Always happens on film, right? I'm going to look to see if you guys are laughing in a minute. Hopefully I can bring you some laughter. There we go. So this, I'm just trying to think what I want to do here because that is not going to be the right size. I might just cut this off. Is that going to work? I'm thinking what to do. I think I might tuck these in behind. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tuck them in behind. Maybe that one will fit. That one will fit, and the other one we're going to tuck in behind. See, there's always a way to fix stuff. So I want some dimensionals on here. Otherwise, I'll just save that sheet. That was just silly. I should have put it on the whole back, and it would have been nice and easy. So that's what I would do, is put it on the whole backing. I was trying to be cheap, but sometimes cheap doesn't pay. And seriously, these aren't very much money. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. We're going to have one that's more raised than the other, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to put that there. Like that. Oh, and you can't even see what I did. Well, you'll see my original and you'll see what I was thinking. So this is still going to be gorgeous. Okay, so now this one I'm going to get out of here. Come on, you. It's actually pretty hardy. You see that? I can kind of tear at it and it's pretty hardy. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one. Oh, so this is cool because it's going to be different than my original. In here. Like you never even knew that they were supposed to be separate. Or together, I mean. Ta-da! Look at that. Fixed. And instead of my paper trimmer, I'm going to just use my scissors. So I can just flip that over. Making sure you guys are still with me. Nancy says it's gorgeous already. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Sometimes I think I lose you when I'm such a spaz. Okay, so look, it's actually beautiful. I love it. So not bad. Let me see what you guys are saying. Very dramatic. I'm not sure if Vila means me or the thing. No cutting and editing, and that's what makes it fun to watch. Oh, good. So because we all go through these things, right? Okay, so let me stick this on the card base, which I know is here somewhere, and then we'll do some foo-foo to it, and I'll show you my original. I think it's beautiful. This would be nice as a sympathy card, I think, too, right? And this is the time I'm going to use my liquid glue just because I need it to get positioned properly. I don't often use this. I usually use the double-sided tape because I'm a little bit of a spaz, which I've currently shown to you, and I don't like getting glue all over my fingers, but I'm going to try hard not to do that. But this way I can shuffle it right into place. That's the advantage of the liquid glue because it takes a few minutes, so you have a little bit more wiggle room. Oh, look at that. I didn't even get glue leak. Oh, yep, I did. See, that usually happens to me. I get a little bit of leakage of glue. I just put too much. It dries clear, so that's good. Okay, so that's that so far. So what I want to do now is something kind of fun, too. This went from being a really simple card to me really zhuzhing it up here. I've got this piece here, which is the end of this. You just basically pull this out. This is the Take-A-Pick tool. And then you put this one in. And I've got the, it's like a scoring, scoring ball. So you can actually make scoring on pieces of paper. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take this in my white, just dab this in here. And I'm going to put little dots on here. I'm hoping they come out. Well, we'll find out in a second. I wanted to make some little stars in the sky. Okay, so let me just try here and add the powder and see if it works. Let me close this up so I don't sprinkle powder on there. And hopefully, oh, I didn't embossy buddy that. Oh, there's a couple that are kind of there. Not too much. You know what, I think I'll, oh, let me do it anyways. Let me do it anyways. Oh, they're not coming out too well, but my original one has some on there. So I'll, I think probably I just need to get a bigger something, maybe the end of my paintbrush. Let me try that. Let's just give it a whirl. I don't want them to look like snowflakes. That's the problem. Yeah, this is not really, I think maybe my ink pad was juicier before. Let me try again, see if we get some snow effects or stars. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, good. Good, good. Let's do another one over here. Okay. So you funnel all that powder back in so you don't lose any of it. Okay, let me try one more time to heat it up. I'm trying to go for stars. Here we go. What do you think? Just a few little stars twinkling in the sky. Whew. Okay, let me add one more thing to this. I've got some jewels here. I've got pretty purple ones, and I've also got these colored ones. Now, I used these ones on my sample, so I think I might actually break into some purple ones here. And we can compare what the two things look like. And I am going to check your comments in a second. And let's see here. Oh, I got to remember to wash that paintbrush, and I got to remember to wash that. So let's see here. Let's grab some light purple ones, I think. And that'll bring through the purple up there. As I said before, you can never have too much purple. And maybe one more big one up in here. Okay, I'll put those aside. They are the purple fine shimmer gems. Those are also in the mini catalog. So there we go. So pretty. Asha says gorgeous. Nan says so peaceful. Mary Lynn says she loves silhouette cards. And Vila says the colors are dramatic. And Nicole says it's good to show problem solving. There you go. Oh, thank you guys. So here's my original one. So the differences here, you can see that I went a little bit lower on this one. Now I did have a single layer greeting, so you can see my sponged earth is a little bit higher on this one, which I kind of like that double thing. But then we have these in reverse, and here I've got different colored gems, and you can see my stars maybe a little bit more on this one, but not bad, not bad. And of course, every time you do this, you're going to have different color variations on no matter how you do it. You could actually do a thing too where you just sort of silhouette that part with some color and then do the rest of it blue. So, but I thought that was a very pretty card, and I agree, Marilyn. I also like silhouette cards because they can do so many things. This could be birthday, sympathy, whatever. So this one says you make good things better. Also from that same stamp set, the Delicate Forest. So let me just come back here. And Mark says she likes this card. Thank you so much. Let me just get rid of all my mess here. There we go. This is a gorgeous card, Nicole says. Love the purple gems. Mila, she says, this is exactly how I talk to myself all the time, except when I wash a stamp down the drain. Oh yes, that's another story that we need to share with everybody. It was funny. Okay, and the colors are so dramatic with the black, isn't it? This would be nice with a black background too, but I did want to bring through some lightness. And if it was a sympathy card, I would definitely make it white because I didn't want it to be too depressing. So very nice, Ashwa says. Okay, awesome. I think that I've got most of your comments. I love the colors. Nicole is saying awesome, great, and Beth is there saying beautiful. Well, thank you guys. You're so good for my ego, let me tell you. So that's all I have for you today, and I'll be here again next Friday with the same goofy stuff and hopefully make something beautiful. I've got a couple ideas already in mind, but if there's ever anything you would like demonstrated, please let me know and I'm happy to oblige. Okay, take care everyone and have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.